Hi, I'm Pam.
And I'm Bailey, and this is exactly
Positive news and updates
from around the internet.
Let's get started.
Let's go.
All right.
Pam, the world's oldest bird gives birth to yet another chick at nearly 74 years old.
I love the name of the bird.
What's the name?
Wisdom.
That's a sweet name.
That's very sweet.
And the bird is a Laysan albatross, which I actually have never heard of. Maybe I have. Maybe I have seen it. I'm a National Geographic watcher. And my dog, like, I'll put it on, turn it on, and she'll watch it. So I probably have heard of this type of bird or seen it. But it's off the Pacific, in the Pacific Ocean, which is pretty cool.
It says it's close to Hawaii, and it said that this bird has had as many as 30 chicks before this.
Okay. We're thinking, that's what I just imagined. But 30 chicks is so much.
That's
and 50
amazing.
to 60 eggs in her lifetime is a lot too.
Now, I'm not much of a birder. I love birds, but I actually have a story.
Okay.
I know somebody who, at the age of 50, I know this is 74, and it's different. This is a human, so I feel like it's more incredible. 50 years old, had twins.
That is life-changing, I feel like. Yeah.
Healthy, boy-girl twins, amazing. Boy-girl twins, amazing. They're all doing amazing. So I think that's pretty cool.
Wow, 50 years old.
The only children she ever had.
Wow, what a surprise.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love this one. Man who's 87 goes viral for delivering party invitations door to door, titled 4 p.m. until cops arrive.
That's what it says here. The invitation wasn't titled that. So yeah, I love this story because he wanted to get his neighbors together. He wanted community. He wanted to do something fun. But the interesting thing was he didn't do it for Valentine's Day.
No.
He did it February 15th, which is interesting, right?
Yes, he said it's going to be a celebration of winter, 4 p.m. until the cops arrive, which is so funny. And I'm wondering why he chose February 15th.
Yeah.
As the date, but the neighbors thought it was hilarious, honestly, and it went viral on one of my favorite apps right now, TikTok. Has over 2 million views.
Amazing.
That is crazy. I would have joined in on the party.
Yes, me too.
And I'm wondering, I really wish there was an update in this article that says if people went or if anything happened from it, because that just seems like a really good time. I would love to have a neighborhood like that was really close knit. I feel like that's a lost tradition.
Art.
Yeah, lost art amongst people. I feel like being closer to their neighbors like that was something so big.
I have a story.
I love your stories. What's your story?
So in my neighborhood, a lot of people have lived there for a long time. And we actually had this neighbor who moved away, unfortunately, but used to have a Halloween party where you had to dress up and it was like a thing and it was big and people brought food and we were adults. We were like teenagers and the cops came.
No way.
Yeah. So the owner of the house brought the garbage out, and wouldn't you know, the police were there when he went out.
Wow. Was it a noise complaint?
It was a noise complaint, and all the neighbors were there just about except who called the police. So unfortunately, we had a great time. We had to settle it down, but all ended well.
They should have just came and joined you guys.
I wish. Yeah, I wish.
I grew up in a neighborhood that was closed off as well. It was just like its own neighborhood. And so there was 7 houses on the block, and each Christmas, each house is a different stop. So one house is drinks, one house is appetizers, one house is something else, baked goods, or like entree. And around Christmas time, we all house hop.
Progressive dinner.
Yeah, like
progressive
it's all
party.
It's all
I
different
love
courses,
that idea.
and it's so fun.
Yeah.
And we used to do it when I was younger, and then 2 years ago, our neighborhood brought it back, and these are like different neighbors that my parents used to do it with years ago. But everyone was so involved, and it's just so fun. I love things like that. We did not get the cops called on us, though.
You should do that.
I'm gonna do that.
You should do progressive party.
I do live in an apartment, so it is hard.
Knock on all the doors and give a little invitation.
They would like
and see what they say.
They would probably be like, "Girl, get out of here." They're gonna think 4 p.m. till the cops arrive.
They're like, "Yeah, I don't want to be involved."
Yeah, no, thank you. That sounds dangerous.
Okay.
This is really awesome. I love when big companies like IKEA, this one here that we're going to talk about, gives back to their community. So IKEA designs trauma-informed tiny homes and donates it to the homeless seniors in San Antonio, Texas. So what that means, trauma-informed, that the homes themselves are built to help people who have experienced trauma in their lives. So they're built with a warm environment, cozy open spaces,
natural light.
A lot of natural light that can bring a sense of calm, and built with the safety in the minds of the people who get to live in them, which I think is really awesome.
It's really nice. And I love this, and I'm glad it's for these people because the tiny homes are really fun. They feel very warm. They feel very safe. The only thing is,
IKEA furniture.
IKEA.
There's a stereotype that IKEA furniture is really difficult
Hard
to build.
to build.
And I've only built one IKEA sets by myself. I built an entertainment center. And I did build it upside down when I first did it.
Yeah.
So it is tricky. It is tricky. And I follow the instructions and the little people that it shows.
Yeah.
I did it by myself though, but it is a little tricky. So I'm hoping they have people who come in, and I'm assuming IKEA pros who come in and
Gosh, I hope so,
these.
because all those teeny weeny little screws and pages of directions. I built, rebuilt, unbuilt, rebuilt again, this giant bed thing for my son in college.
4 times?
With him. Yeah, because he moved. So we had to build it, undo it, build it, and it had like drawers and it had a big headboard.
Yeah.
And it was tricky. And we had a good time though.
I thought you meant you built it and then knew it was wrong, took it down.
Oh, no.
And then built it again.
No, that's just because he kept moving. I think we honestly built it 3 times.
Okay, but you can move IKEA furniture.
Yes, but we had to take it apart because his apartment, he was like upstairs and it was very small and old and we couldn't get it down the stairs unless we took parts of it apart.
Yeah.
But that was pretty funny.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah.
So I wonder if these, since it is IKEA, and since they are built to build up and take down, I'm wondering if they're able to relocate these if needed, which would be really neat as well.
That would be neat.
But that is really awesome.
And we got another one here. This is incredible. This is incredible. Woman in her 90s reunites with toddler she saved from drowning 64 years ago.
It says here that 64 years ago, at the time, this woman's name is Barbara. She was in her 30s and she was attending a party, and the word spread that there was a 21-month-old baby that vanished. So she went searching, and then she found him a block away, and he fell into a pool, and she had to save him and give him CPR with another neighbor who helped do this as well.
And now he's 66.
Yes.
And they're reuniting for the second time.
Yep.
And I just think that's amazing. And she's
amazing.
94.
Yeah.
So
that is amazing. She saved his life, which I couldn't imagine. Like, that is life altering.
Yes.
It's so shocking.
And I know that I remember you saying you were a lifeguard.
I was a lifeguard for several years.
Were you a beach lifeguard or a pool lifeguard?
I was a pool lifeguard.
Good,
There's a
because
big
beach
difference.
sounds really hard.
I don't know if I could do beach, but I was a pool lifeguard. But I also did swim lessons. And not that anything like this has happened to me or had happened to me, but I have taught children in swim lessons and have met them again years later, and they're older, and I'm just like, oh, that's so crazy that you were just a tiny baby and now you're in high school.
When I was a preschool teacher, there were high school seniors and college kids graduating, and they would invite me to their parties.
That's sweet.
So this is neat. Like, this man who's 66 is still saying, "You're my hero" to Barbara, and she's 94. So it just feels really good to be a part of somebody's life and something so positive.
Yeah, you never know what you do to someone else's day that can change their life.